What would your answer be if I asked you about man's greatest invention? There are numerous possibilities. Would you choose fire for its warmth, protection, and cooking abilities? Or perhaps the wheel for its role in trade, commerce, and travel? While both are commendable choices, we often overlook one of mankind's most significant inventions: money. Unlike tangible inventions like fire and the wheel, money is intangible. It exists as an idea, an illusion whose value is determined solely by the importance we assign to it. Yet, despite its intangible nature, money holds immense importance in our lives. Money, unlike tangible inventions like fire and the wheel, is immaterial. It exists as an idea, an illusion whose value is subjective, determined solely by societal importance. Its value lies solely in the significance we attribute to it. The concept of money, as we understand it today, emerged from this illusionary realm, but its illusory nature does not diminish its importance. Before the advent of money, direct bartering prevailed, a system where goods and services were exchanged without a standardized medium. This barter system posed inherent challenges, notably asymmetry. In exchanges, individuals would negotiate based on personal valuations, leading to disparities in perceived worth. For example, trading an entire tent for a pair of shoes seemed unjustifiable for the tent maker. Moreover, the lack of a standardized medium hindered efficient transactions, relying on the rare occurrence of a double coincidence of wants. Additionally, money not only facilitates exchange, but also serves as a store of value. And before the invention of money, some people could never store their wealth for no fault of their own. Consider the contrast between a tomato farmer and a tent maker. While the tent maker can amass a village of assets to barter year-round, the tomato farmer faces challenges due to the perishable nature of tomatoes. Despite exerting similar efforts, the farmer cannot sustain wealth consistently. Furthermore, possessing items of limited demand poses difficulties. In pre-money economies, wealth accumulation favored those with universally desired assets such as weapons, animal skins, or salt. However, as demand increased, these commodities transformed into forms of currency. This shift facilitated trade by allowing goods and services to be exchanged for common items, serving as placeholders of value. Evolution from direct bartering to commodity money represented a significant advancement in trade efficiency. Nevertheless, a crucial challenge persisted: ensuring the scarcity of the medium of exchange. Economic principles dictate that the abundance of a commodity diminishes its value. Hence, easily obtainable items like sand or shells lack the requisite scarcity to serve as reliable measures of value. Approximately 770 BC, China introduced the first metal coins, modeled after miniature tools, did in bronze and shaped circularly for practicality. These coins held intrinsic value, as bronze was not readily accessible. Initially, the worth of a coin corresponded directly to the value of the metal it contained. However, lure of wealth soon captivated rulers, prompting them to manipulate currency for power. Around 600 BC, King Alyats of Lydia established the first official mint, producing coins from a blend of silver and gold and inscribing denominations. As demand for currency grew, the metals became scarce, leading to debasement practices where coins were adulterated with cheaper metals. Consequently, the value of coins deviated from their intrinsic worth, relying instead on the decrees of rulers and central banks. With the emergence of international trade, the impracticality of metal coins prompted the issuance of promissory notes, endorsed by kings for long-distance transactions. Over time, trust in these notes surpassed reliance on physical currency, solidifying the illusion of money. From ancient monarchs to modern governments and central banks, the concept of money has endured as a constructed representation, its value dictated by societal consensus. Today, the most valuable banknote in circulation today is the 10,000 Singapore dollars note. Although not being produced anymore, this single piece of paper worth $7,345 at the moment is still regarded as a legal tender. So you can still use it to buy things, valuable things like houses, cars, and even metals like gold. The banknote itself costs less than 20 cents to produce. But the illusion of the fiat currency system means it's as valuable as 120 grams of gold. The term fiat encapsulates this modern-day illusion, signifying governmental decree in determining and enforcing currency value. value. Governments, akin to their predecessors, grasp the significance of wealth accumulation, striving for increased control through the manipulation of currency. So what's the solution? Governments can opt to create more currency out of thin air. For instance, if the United States government requires $340 million for another F-22 jet, they can simply print the necessary funds. This practice triggers inflation. Money's value hinges on its function as a medium of exchange, which necessitates a balance with the output of goods and services. When the volume of currency exceeds this equilibrium, prices surge and the currency's value depreciates. Concerns about inflation are particularly pronounced with the United States dollar, the global reserve currency. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic caused widespread economic disruption, prompting governments to bolster economies with unprecedented money printing. Astonishingly, 40% of today's US dollars were printed in the past 18 months alone, far outstripping economic output. Consequently, commodity prices like lumber have skyrocketed, nearly tripling in a year. Perhaps you've noticed subtle price hikes at your favorite eateries. A marginal increase in your go-to guacamole might seem innocuous, but it underscores the broader inflationary trend. While government stimulus and unemployment aid assist those in need, they present a double-edged sword. Although beneficial for struggling individuals, these measures disrupt the labor market, deterring people from seeking employment. Consider the plight of waitstaff in the United States, where some are paid as little as $2 to $3 per hour, supplemented by tips. With fewer customers dining out due to restrictions and economic uncertainty, tips dwindle, compelling employees to seek alternative sources of income. It's a domino effect. But what can you even do when you can earn more money from unemployment and stimulus checks than you would from being employed? Why even look for a job in the first place? The Federal Reserve of the United States serves as a covert mechanism for injecting money into the economy without people thinking too much about it. Prior to 2020, the U.S. carried a staggering $29 trillion debt burden, primarily acquired through bonds and treasury notes. These financial instruments promise repayment with interest, yet fail to keep pace with inflation, eroding investors' purchasing power over time. Despite these drawbacks, global entities continue to invest in these instruments, enabling the government to utilize the accrued funds as it deems fit. However, when it comes time to repay these debts, the government resorts to purchasing back bonds and notes, predominantly from major financial institutions, using freshly minted currency. Since March 2020, the Federal Reserve has repurchased over $1 trillion in bonds, with plans for ongoing acquisitions. This influx of new money enables banks to extend more loans, stimulating economic growth. However, the expanded money supply diminishes the value of each dollar, an effect exacerbated by multi-trillion-dollar stimulus measures. Consequently, the inherent value of fiat currencies, such as the US dollar, diminishes steadily over time. This erosion of value underscores the illusory nature of money, prompting a reevaluation of wealth storage strategies. Rather than hoarding currency, channeling resources into appreciating assets offers a more sustainable approach. As currency depreciation persists, the relentless pursuit of financial assets obscures the underlying reality, the orchestrated devaluation of fiat currencies. The perpetuation of this cycle raises pressing questions about the sustainability of the current financial paradigm. Will the relentless devaluation of currencies continue indefinitely? Will economic disparities widen unabated? Or will society finally address the systemic flaws undermining financial stability, reclaiming control of its economic destiny? If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Moinjay AI family. Leave us a comment below. We love hearing your thoughts and suggestions. Share this video with friends who would find it interesting, and smash that bell icon to get notified about our latest uploads. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.